We have succeeded to photograph the television image on a moving picture film. Important events that in the future may be intercepted by the television camera and broadcast to all corners of the world may thus be recorded on the film and kept in readiness in moving picture houses for projection at the right time, some minutes or some hours after the event. We hope that this will be one more step to widen our horizon and to make all peoples our neighbors.
Now here we have the photoelectric tube box with the attendant amplifiers. Here are 4 7-inch photoelectric tubes with an amplifier for each 2 tubes. This one for these 2 and that one up there for those 2. Now we'll show you the little spot of light in just a moment, which sweeps across the face of the person. As it passes across, it strikes perhaps on a coat collar and is mostly absorbed. Then if it strikes on a bright part, like a shirt collar, it is reflected back into these photoelectric tubes and is converted into an exactly equivalent electrical impulse. This impulse is carried over a wire to the broadcasting station and is sent out just like a radio voice signal. Now you can see the spot of light here. I'll stand in here and perhaps you can see it on my face. There it goes. Now it starts over again, painting the picture across the face of the person. When the disc is driven by the motors up to full speed, this spot of light travels so rapidly that it looks like a continuous flood of light on the screen. Now we will show you the projector where this radio signal from these photoelectric tubes is converted to a television picture again. The light from this lamp house is projected in a brilliant flood on the back of this scanning disc, which is perforated with 48 small holes 3/64 of an inch in diameter, which are arranged in a spiral about the outer edge of the disc. Here you see the break in the spiral, and you'll see as I move the disc around how the holes gradually spiral to the outside. Here we are back to the break again.
You are now looking at the first motion picture of a television image that has ever been produced. This picture was recorded and synchronized with sound in the General Electric Company's House of Magic at Schenectady, New York, and was produced on the apparatus at which you have just been looking. We feel that since most people have heard a great deal about television, they will be interested in seeing some of its capabilities. Therefore, I am going to do a few things for you here that will let you see what our apparatus can produce in the way of a picture. First, I'm going to turn my head from side to side, and you will notice a surprising amount of detail. First to the left, then to my right, then up, then down, now to the sides again. Now I'm going to put my right hand before my face, stroking the side of my face and my chin, and brushing my hair back. Now both hands before my face. Now I'm going to show you my teeth and my tongue. Here I have somewhat of an advantage over you because although you can see me, I can't see you, and I can make faces at you without any danger of a comeback from you. Watch now, first my teeth, then my tongue, now face, and now I think that's enough of those schoolboy tricks. Perhaps now we'll try some chorus girl capers. I'm going to roll my eyes for you, and you'll notice that as the pupils of the eyes move around, you will be able to follow them exactly. Watch now, first up, then to the left, the right, now round and round, now a real chorus girl roll, like that. Now I'm going to see if I can borrow a cigarette from someone here, and I'm going to blow a few puffs of smoke for you. I'll blow them in different directions, and you can see which demonstrates the television image most effectively. Just a minute, please. Here we are. See the cigarette? smoke.
Now here we have a large arc light similar to the type used in the largest motion picture projectors, which sends out a constant light through this diaphragm into the light valve. As I said, this light valve regulates the quantity of light passing through it to that indicated by the photocells on the transmitter. This light passes on through further into the lens system and onto this scanning disc. This disc is similar to the one in the projector, except that it has large lenses in it instead of the small holes in the other disc, thereby permitting a considerably greater amount of light to pass through it. It is revolved by these two motors at a speed of 1,200 revolutions a minute, exactly the same as the one in the other machine. Now you notice as I turn it more and more rapidly, you can see the spiral begin to move across the field at the back of the disc. Hey, wait a minute, we don't want to run it. This is the scanning disc on the projecting machine. It is somewhat similar to the scanning disc on the transmitting equipment in that it contains 48 holes in a spiral and is driven at exactly 1,200 revolutions a minute. However, as you see, this one has large lenses in it instead of the small holes in the other disc, thereby permitting a great deal more light to pass through. I am standing before the television camera, ready to have my television image photographed on motion picture film. You are now looking at the first motion picture of a television image that has ever been produced. It was recorded and synchronized with sound in the laboratories of the General Electric Company at Schenectady, New York, and was produced on the apparatus at which you have just been looking. We feel that since most people have heard so much about television, they will be glad to see a little bit of its capabilities. Therefore, I am going to do a few things here before the camera that will let you see what television is actually like. As I turn my head from side to side, you will be able to see a surprising amount of detail. First to my right, then to my left, then up, then down, and then to the sides again. Now I'm going to put my hand before my face, stroking my chin and my hair. Now both hands before my face. Now I'm going to show you my teeth and tongue. In this particular instrument, I have rather an advantage over you folks, for you can see me, but I can't see you. Therefore, I can make any faces I desire, and you have no comeback whatsoever. Now my teeth and tongue. Now the face. But I think that's enough of those schoolboy tricks. Now we'll try a few chorus girl capers. I'm going to roll my eyes for you. And if you'll watch closely, you can see the pupils of the eyes moving around. First to my right, then to my left, then up, down, and then round and round. Then a real chorus girl roll, you know, like this. Now if I can borrow a cigarette from one of my friends, I'm going to puff a few puffs of smoke for you. And you can see in what direction it is most effective. Watch now. Now I think that is about all the standard entertainment we have here before the television camera for you. I hope I've given you a little better idea of television and have provided a few moments of enjoyment for you. Thank you very much.